Just remember, finger tight is all right. No, that's horrible advice. Sure to lock it down. Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode of The Grumpy Penguin. Today, I'm working on my new TVR Chimaera. It's awesome. It's really freaking cool. It's got a V8. Well, you can't see any of it because it's up in the air. But we are going to start this journey with this car by just doing a general service. Super boring, but let's get to it. Change all the fluids and yeah, just make it so it'll make it through a race season, hopefully. Maybe. Yeah, it's British. It won't. But we can try. All right, guys, step one. Jesus. Step one is draining the oil. Let's take a good sized murdering wrench to do that. 1 1/8 inch. And let's see how big of a mess I can make right onto this exhaust pipe. Didn't hit the floor. Oil looks pretty shitty, but that's to be expected. Doesn't smell like fuel or oil though, so I think we're in good shape. Now TVR say that this takes 5 quarts, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be closer to 8 by the time we're done. Crush washer looks in good shape. It looks like it was leaking a little bit, but eh. Getting this thing out of here, not so easy. I think the easiest way to do it is to kind of go in through this middle cross member. Now this is the first time I've done this, so this could go horribly wrong. It fits perfect out through there. So that is definitely the easiest way to get that in there. And yeah, we'll just slap on a new filter and put it on the ground, fill back up with oil. All right, I usually like to pre-fill these filters, but not gonna really work well today with how you have to kind of contort it to get it in here and then mount it at an angle. So we're just not gonna pre-fill it. I also really like to use these Moly brand filters. They are kind of like the OEM version. So get that on there as tight as we can. While I'm under here, just looking at some other things. Everything else seems pretty good. It's definitely worn. Car's been driven hard, but nothing's rusted, nothing's cracked. And it seems like maybe just some of the little suspension bits are worn out, as kind of to be expected after 60,000 miles. So for now, we're just gonna do the fluid changes and rock it, drive it hard, have fun. All right, now, given that this is a British car with a British engine, it's only fitting to fill the oil the correct British way. All right, that pretty much wraps it up for the oil change. It did take about 6 quarts as I suspected, so we'll go ahead and get this buttoned up and we'll move on to other critical parts such as draining the ATF out of the transmission and the gear oil out of the back as well. So we'll get all the fluids changed. as you can kind of see, that's going to be a bit of a challenge to get the fill plug out and then actually to get fill goo into it. I've got the little collapsible bags from Valvoline that are really, really handy most of the time. I'm thinking it may not work in this situation, but let's see if we can get the fill plug undone, get the drain plug undone, and get this diff serviced. Well, the hard part's done. Please don't be dry. Okay. Ugh, gross. So this car is equipped with a LSD, I believe, from the factory. At least it spins both tires, so we're gonna go with it is. Usually there'd be a little bit more debris if the fluid's never been changed. So that's a good sign. More than likely this has been changed at some point. There's not a lot of debris on the magnet, just a little bit. So that's pretty good news. We'll let the rest of that nasty fluid get out of there and put some fresh in. Just remember, finger tight is all right. No, that's horrible advice. Sure to lock it down. I don't want this thing leaking any more than it already does, which is a lot. All right, let's see if these flex fill bags can get anywhere near here to make this work. Worth a shot. All right, believe it or not, this is actually working. This is probably one of the tightest spaces I've ever worked in. Thank God for these Valvoline bags. All right, that pretty much wraps it up for today. Just gonna clean up this mess off the exhaust manifold so it doesn't smell like burning fluid for the next 10 times I drive it. And we'll wrap this video up. So again, thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking with me on this TVR Chimaera adventure. I think this is gonna be a really great build for the channel. So stay tuned. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. We'll see you in the next one.